Download the BCSN Plus app today.
Championship Saturday is behind us. That means the postseason picture is beginning to take shape. Earlier today, the College Football Playoff Committee releasing the final bracket for the 12-team College Football Playoff. Albeit a minor change, still a notable one. Ohio State no longer the #1 seed. This comes after the Buckeyes fell to now top-ranked Indiana in the Big Ten title game Saturday. OSU still has a first-round bye, but instead of heading to Pasadena for its quarterfinal matchup, it'll play in the Cotton Bowl. The Buckeyes await the winner of Texas A&M, which will play host to 10-seeded Miami. That game is December 20th at noon. The Hurricanes getting the final at-large bid over Notre Dame. The committee ultimately flipping the two schools and favoring Miami, who beat the Fighting Irish in Week 1. For more on the Buckeyes' reaction of being the 2 seed, we send it over to Mark Kuntz.
Last season, after a disappointing 13-10 loss right before the College Football Playoff, a lengthy team meeting at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center that propelled the Buckeyes on to the national championship. Well, this year, after another 13-10 loss, a much shorter team meeting, as there was little doubt Ohio State would be back in the College Football Playoff. The only question would be their seeding and their opponent, and now we know they are the #2 seed and will take on either Miami or Texas A&M in the Cotton Bowl.
You know, the committee recognized, the body of work that we had this year and found ourselves in the fourth quarter fighting it out and against a good team last night. And so, we're excited about where we are and, going down to Dallas again and, playing against some, a really good opponent, either A&M or Miami, 2 really good teams. So, and then going from there, when you look at the teams that are in the playoffs, I mean, some really good teams out there. So it doesn't matter really if you're the 1, 2, 3, or 4. I mean, you got to play from here on out. That's just how it goes. And so, when I look at, where Indiana is, when I look at where Georgia is, when I look where Texas Tech is, I mean, there's great teams. So excited about that. And now we have to be at our best.
And make no mistake about it, Ohio State hurting after the loss to the Hoosiers. Ryan Day vowing to address the problems and fix the problems going forward.
We're going to respond like men. We're not going to sit around and point fingers and feel sorry for ourselves. We lost. We were not at our best. Everybody, including myself, including the coaches, everybody. That's these matchup games. So as coaches, we've got to go in there and make sure we're putting our guys in the right situation to be successful. And then at the same time, we got to make sure that we're executing them well. So it's all the above. And that's what hurts on days like today. When you feel like you came up short and then you got to go move on, take your medicine, and get it figured out.
A lot of questions about the play calling, particularly in the loss to Indiana, with Brian Hartline now hired at South Florida, but splitting time between the Buckeyes and the Bulls. Ryan Day says it'll continue to be a collaborative process moving forward.
Yeah, so Brian was calling it, but we're all involved, all of us. We try to give as much input as we can and, try to, organize the thoughts and try to help the best we can, and we'll continue to do that. I do think having more time to prepare for this game will allow us to be more efficient. There's no question about that. But Brian calls the plays, and we'll continue to call the plays. But we're going to have everybody involved with it, and it's a group effort.
So the order of the day for this, what Ryan Day is calling a significant layoff before December 31st in the Cotton Bowl, to rest up, get better physically and emotionally as Ohio State looks to defend their national championship. In Columbus, Mark Kuntz, BCSN.